What up, YouTube family? So the first quarter is gone, right? That first 3 months is gone. So what's left is we got 9 months here. And this 9 months, I think it will be either to make it or break it in your business. So whether you're trying to get into wholesaling, you better take mass action. You better laser focus in. You better zone in. Because if you don't, this next 9 months, you're gonna be standing 2020, January 1st, 2026, looking back and be like, man, I should have, I could have. I'm still at the same place. And I know a lot of you has been procrastinating and you haven't been taking action. You know, so I don't know what's the thing with you is, hey, and I think The Rock said this the best. He said, hey, it's either one day or day one. But only one decisions will make you rich, man. Either it's one day I'll do it, or it's going to be day one where I'm going to start today. Okay? So for those of you, if you're looking to building your wholesaling operations, right, you want to make some extra income, a second stream of income, I'm doing a free training today. Okay, so go check the link in my bio. YouTube family, link will be in the descriptions. So comment in, let me know if you have any questions. Bro, bought one house and now he's a real estate investor. You know, it's the person that always got no money. It's always the talker. It's always the one who thinks they know it all. It's always the one who has no money. Like, have you been around with a group of friends, or you went to lunch with people, or you meet some people? It's always the one who talks a lot, dude, that has no money. It's always that one person. All right? It's always the talker, man. Okay. Gus said no one. Dude, the reason you don't know no one is because you haven't met enough people. You need to go out there, man. You need to get outside of your box. A lot of you do. You're locking yourself in the room. You're playing video games. You're watching Netflix. Like, I don't watch TV. I don't even know when's the last time I turn on a TV, man. Okay? Because I'm focused on getting that money. And a lot of you do. You're focused on the wrong stuff. You're focused on the wrong shit, dude. And some of you spend more time talking to friends and family than it is with strangers. But strangers, the one who got your money. Agree or disagree? Okay? Stop reading negative comments. You know, when I look at it, I don't see as a negative comment or a positive comment. Like, I don't see as a negative comment. I get, like, I either see a winner or I see that's it. When I look at a comment, I don't know about you, dude. I don't see negative. I don't see positive. I see winners or loser. That's it. When I look at a comment, I know this person is a winner or will become a winner, or this person's going to be that's it, dude. There is no negative or positive, dude. You're either a winner or you're a loser. If you're not first, you're last. Period. The end. All right? So always try to be the best that you can be, man. A lot of you, dude, you're hanging around with the same people that's holding you back from accomplishing your goals and your dreams. You're hanging around with the same crew, dude, that going nowhere in life. And they're telling you, dude, you should be happy where you're at. That's your problem, dude. I mean, if you are happy where you're at, then obviously you don't need to follow me. There's no reason why you need to follow me if you're already happy where you're at. Right? Because everything that I say doesn't even make sense to you. Because I'm looking for people who are just like me. Ambitions, they're goal-driven. They want more in life. Either improving themselves, getting better each and every single day, making more money, become the man or the woman that they can provide for their family. Some of you out there, dude, you're not even a man. Like I would question your sexuality. Here's what I mean. If you are in your if you are in your 20s, especially if you're in your mid-20s or 30s, let's just say that. If you're in your mid-20s or your 30s and you're still playing video games and you're still watching that, dude, if you're still playing video games, you ain't a man. It's like you're not a man, not yet a woman. All right? You're kind of in between, bro. Because a real man is the one who goes out there, dude, and they grind and they hunt and they provide, protect, and take care of their family. How can you sit at home playing video games when you know that your woman out there is grinding her butt off? Come on, man. Shit, bro. I don't know about you, dude, but that's not how I was raised. Okay? I was raised, dude, as a man. I might get banned from TikTok. See, I might get banned from TikTok for saying this. But this is what I believe is to be true. So when I speak my mind, it gets offensive, and then TikTok doesn't like it. But this is what I believe is to be true, okay? I make money off of playing video game, dude. So listen, if you make money off of playing video game, my question to you, okay, is it enough to where you can become financially free? Okay, or are you still living paycheck to paycheck playing video game? So you're telling me you're playing video game and you're making $20,000 a month. I mean, if that's the case, dude, continue to play the video game because it's obviously making you the money. But 99% of you ain't making that kind of money from video games. Like you want to be Ninja. I know Ninja, dude, he gets paid a lot. But a lot of you are nowhere near what that cat does, okay? Because you don't have the work ethic. You don't have the drive or the ambitions. You see, I believe, dude, if your hobby doesn't pay for your life, I mean, if your passion doesn't pay for your lifestyle, then it's just a hobby. So what you need to do, dude, is you need to get a real job. That's what you need to do. Let me say that again, dude. If your passion don't pay for your lifestyle, then it's just a hobby. You need to find a real job. That's all I got to say. You know how many times I hear people say, hey, Khang, I'm playing video game because I can't make money. How much money have you made? How much money have you made, bro? Oh, you made $25,000 last year? You could have went and flipped burgers and make $25,000, bro. Come on, man. Shit, bro. Come on, man. Tree said, also, I invest in a lot of stock trading. Majority of time, dude, let me tell you, bro, majority of time that I know people who day trade, who stock trade, majority of time, they don't make any money. You might make some money on one trade and then you trade it, you make another trade and then you lost your money. You lost everything that you just made. 99.9% of the time, dude, the day trader, from what I know, they don't make any money. Because it's a gamble. Only 1%, maybe the 0.1% actually make money. But 99.9%, dude, don't make any money from day trading. Majority of the time, dude, they lost. And then they take a screenshot of whatever it is that good day, they post it. And then they drag the people in and say, hey, let me show you how it's done. And then obviously the coaching, now listen, I'm not putting down any hustler, right? If you're a hustler, you're a hustler. Right? And then they go in, they post their coaching, the courses. Hey, I have coaching, I have courses as well. But I'm just saying, let's be real now. Okay? Where are you actually making money? Come on, man. This is where we keep it real, man. Okay? No BS. We're just keeping it real. Okay? That's all I got to say. But from what I know, that's just from what I know, right? You could be that 0.1%. I don't know. But I'm just saying, okay? What I believe is that you need to invest at least 10,000 hours, okay, to master a certain skill. So if you want to day trade, dude, you need to put out 10,000 hours and you need to learn, dude, everything about it. And most importantly, I think you do need to have a mentor. It's hard to be great at something without a mentor. It's hard. Tiger Woods, mentor. Kobe Bryant, there's a mentor. Michael Jordan, there's a mentor. Bruce Lee, the greatest of all time, mentor. Everybody has a mentor, man. Right? And they put in hours and hours and hours. Dude, talent without hard work, dude, ain't gonna work. I believe that hard work can outbeat talent. I do believe in that. Right? But if you have the talent and you have the work ethic, dude, you're stone cold close. Like, dude, you're going to dominate the world. Like, you're going to dominate whatever field, whatever industry that you get in. Talent plus hard work, game over. But talent without the work ethic, average. Average. All right? How do you do if you're single with one income? 867, if you're single with one income, then what you need to do is, how can I focus on getting another stream of income? And that's what I'm going to teach you tonight. 86, link is in my bio. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build a second stream of income, how to wholesale real estate. Okay, All you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet connection. It's free. I'll show you how it's done. Now, this is not a get rich quick. This is not a get rich overnight. All right. I'm going to show you how to build a high income skills. So if you ever get lost in any city, any states, dude, you can make the money. Because once you have the knowledge, the skills, the experience, right? You know what you're doing. You can put me in any city, any state, any country, dude, even on an island. Just give me a laptop, a phone, and internet. That's all I need, dude. I can start printing, all right? You can start printing. That is correct. Start making 10, 20, 30K a month. Just like everything, dude. Once you know how to do it once, it's just rinse and repeat. That's why I said, dude, you will become a money printing machine. So for those of you, Donnie, for those of you who's interested, join me tonight. I'll show you the game. Link is in the bio. I would pay if it's a valid membership. Cam, I don't know, man. The link is free, bro. You don't need to pay. I don't know what I need to tell you, dude. When you tell people it's free, they said it's too good to be true. And when you tell people you're going to charge them money, they say you're a scammer. Come on, man. Shit, bro. So doesn't matter how you say or how you live your life. This is something that I've learned after 41 years of being a human. After 41 years, I'm 41 now. So after 41 years of being a human, here's what I learned. It doesn't matter how you live your life. 50% will hate you and 50% will agree with you. So the best way to do this, guys, is to be who you are. Be yourself. Say what you believe. All right? Don't change who you are for somebody else. Don't change who you are for the haters. For the people who said, oh, you should do this, you should. No, dude, I do what I want to do. I live the way I want to live. Be you. Do you. Let them do them. Listen, you're not going to make everybody likes you. Not everybody likes baby Jesus, dude. Not everybody likes Trump. Right? All you need is 50%, dude. That's it. If you can get 50% of the world to like you, bro, you can be a trillionaire. You can be the next Bill Gates or Elon Musk if you can get 50% of America to like you. So which means, dude, be you. Don't change who you are for somebody else. I mean, change for the better. Change for the better, not for the worse. Right? But don't change, but don't try to change or don't try to say things that you be like, oh man, I'm afraid that I might offend them. No, dude. You're gonna offend, if you don't offend the other 50%, you will offend the other 50%. That's just how it is. So the best is to do you. That's like the best advice that I can give you. Right? Don't try to be somebody you're not. Say it how it is. Whatever you believe in. And obviously, you know, as you grow, like things will change. Your opinion will change. Your perspective will change. The thing that you see how life is will change. Like I've changed a lot. The things that I used to believe in when I was like 18, 19, now I was like, dude, that's not even true. So here's what I mean. When I was 18, 19, I used to believe that everybody that has tattoo is bad. Bad people. Stay away from them. Anyone that has a tattoo, do bad. Anybody that owns a gun, carry a gun, bad people. Except for cops, right? I always have good feeling around cops because they are, you know, like when I was little, I grew, you know, after watching Jackie Chan, I always want to grow up and be a cop. I want to go catch the bad guy, right? That was me watching too many Jackie Chan movies. I still think being a cop is cool, man. Going out there, catching the bad guy, taking down crime, being a hero. I think it's really sexy. I truly do. I think it's really cool. You know? So I used to think that, but not anymore. Right? I used to think that, but not anymore. But this is what I do still believe. I still believe that anyone that has tattoo or put ink on their body, they must have gone through a phase of their life that they're very unhappy or very unsatisfied. Like there must be a phase of their life like they were depressed. I truly believe that. I truly believe people that got tattoo. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just that they went through, there is a period in their life that was just really, really bad. That's what I believe. You make no sense. That's correct. I might make no sense to you, but the other 50%, I do make sense. Now, of course, I have friends that have tattoo and all that. Like I said, my perspective, the way that I look at life has changed from I was 18, 19 to when I was 20 something. Everybody that has a tattoo, if you don't believe me, ask them. Next time you run into someone that has, like, especially the people who has a bunch of tattoo, dude, they've gone through like some really, really tough, dark days. I can almost guarantee you. Because nobody's happy and joy, and all of a sudden go tattoo. Nobody. I mean, listen, that's what I believe, okay? Because I have asked that question to a lot of people that I ran to had tattoo. Why were you to do that? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. And there's always a story, man. They're either partying at the club, drunk, hangover, and don't know what the F they're doing, run to a tattoo and got a tattoo. Dude, if you get to the point where all you do is go clubbing and drinking and partying and doing drugs, you're telling me that you're not going through a tough time. Come on, bro. Shit, man. I don't have any tattoo, dude. People who drink, same thing. People who drink, like social drinker, great. I'm a social drinker. Like I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't need to drink to have fun. Right? But when I go to a mastermind or a party, I'll have a few drinks. Right? The people who said, "Oh, you know what, man? Dude, I can't drink, man. Because if I drink, I get really bad." Dude, those are the ones you should be worried. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm on timeout for drinking." Bro, you must have an addiction somewhat. Right? So, anyways, man. Jose said, "Bro, I'm 23 making $50 an hour and have 80K in the bank. What do I need to do with the money?" So, Jose, you're 23. You make $50 an hour and you have 80K in the bank. So, the question I got for you, Jose, is you're 23. You have a J.O. to B or you have your own business? Let me bring you on, Jose. Okay? Let me bring you on, dude. Let me send you an invite. Okay, come on. Let's talk to me. You got a J.O. to B, dude. Do you like working there or do you want to build your own business? If you're happy working there, dude, and you want to stay there for the next 10, 20 years or whatever it is, dude, then I would just take that money, dude, and go start buying some real estate. That's what I would do. If you're happy working there for the next 10, 20 years. If you don't, then you need an escape plan. Okay? You need an escape plan. You need to be like, how can I stop working for the boss and become a boss? That should be your plan, bro. How can I get away from working for a boss to becoming the boss? So if that's the case, dude, you should not take your money and buy real estates, crypto, stocks, or anything like that. You shouldn't think about investing into any passive income. Do not put it in the 401k, the Roth IRA, the 203k, doesn't matter. What you need to do, dude, is you need to take that 80K, not all of it, but take a little tiny chunk of it and focus on building your business on the side. So whatever it is that you're currently doing right now, your J.O. to B, if you're good at it, why don't you go start your own? So now listen, I don't know what you're doing. All right. I don't know what your job is, but if you're good at it, why don't you start doing it on the side? Build your own business. That's what I would do if I were you with the 80,000, dude. If you want to escape the boss and become one, okay? Is cold calling still profitable in 2025? What's the best skip tracing software? Daniel, cold calling has always worked, dude. It worked in 2018. It worked in 2025. It worked in 2001. Right? Cold calling has always worked. The question you really need to ask yourself, bro, is do you work? Because a lot of you, that's what you don't work. You just want to pick like, oh, well, what? Well, like everything work, man. You just got to be consistent with it. Driving for dollar work, bandit sign work, cold calling work, text message work. But the question is, do you work? Like, do you stay committed? Like, or are you just trying out for 30 days and say, oh man, I made 100 calls and everybody say no. So it must have not worked. Well, no, dude, you don't work because it takes more than 100 calls and it takes more than a month. Once again, this is not a get rich quick, man. But this is a get rich for sure. Because once you build up that skill set, once again, you become a money printing machine. Okay? Jonathan said, can you do without calling? Absolutely, dude. You can. So, Jonathan, let's just say if you don't want to cold call. Well, do you have the money to do marketing? PPC, SEO, direct mail. Do you have the money for that? If the answer is yes, then if I were you, that's the route that I would go. So now instead of you making the outbound call, you're waiting for people to call you. And I think that's way better because they're calling you now. That's way better. But you have to have but you got to have the money for it. At least I would say your budget needs to be at least $500 a month. And once again, you cannot try to get lucky with just 1 month, man. I'm talking about consistently for 6 months. So if you wanna do that, you need a budget of $500 times 6, whatever that is, 3,000, right? What other questions? What is the best state to wholesale in? I get this all the time. What is the best state to wholesale in? Is your own state, your own backyard. Because you know it better than any other state. So stop trying to think like, oh man, the grass is greener on the other side. No, dude. It's just fine where you're at. You just need to work your market, understand your market, and start networking, putting out the words that, hey, I buy houses for cash. Right? What other question? Once again, TikTok family, you want to join me on a free training tonight. It's a free masterclass where I'm going to break down and show you exactly how to get into the game, wholesaling houses from A to Z. Check the link in my bio. If you sign up, come back to the live and let me know you did, because I would love to see you tonight. How to deal with an owner that he wants lots of money for less value. Dude, skip next. If the seller's asking for more than what the property's worth, dude, next. Next, bro. It's really that easy. So, you know how people always come up with, hey, sell me the pen. Well, dude, first off, do you need the pen? Oh, you don't need the pen, dude? Next. Like, bro, you don't need the pen, dude. Why would I sell you a pen when you don't need the pen? Come on, bro. It's a time waster, right? So those people, dude, I call them a time waster. So find someone that needs the pen. That's what we're finding. We're finding people who are motivated, who are desperate, who are in need to sell their house. Who, like, dude, I need the pen because I need to sign this contract. Without the pen, I can't sign the contract to make $100K. That's the person that you want to go for, right? Like, they need to sell it so bad that they'll be like, dude, I know it's worth $100,000, but I'm willing to take $50,000 for it because I want out. I'm going through a divorce. Or, hey, I'm in pre-foreclosure. If I don't sell it, I'll lose it to the bank and I walk away with nothing and my credit get destroyed. Those are the people you want to target, man. Okay? And a lot of you do, you're putting offer on the MLS, right? You're looking at houses that are on market. You're competing with a bunch of other investors. And likely most of the time, 9 out of 10, you ain't going to get a deal like that. So there's a software that I use called kingdata.ai. Okay, kingdata.ai. And that's where I go and pull my own list of motivated seller. Pre-foreclosure, vacant property, tire landlord, divorce, upside down. Those are the lists you want to target, man. Lunch just said, how many deals have you done so far? Hundreds, dude. I lost count. But on my phone, dude, I used to take pictures of every single check, to the point where I got tired of taking pictures of checks. I remember when I first started, and this is like 12 years ago, I used to take pictures of all my checks that I get, right? And I used to print them and then cut them, and then I'll put them on my wall. If you go back and look at my old YouTube video, you'll see all the pictures there. But I don't do it anymore. Can we try to convince them to drop the price? You can try all you want, bro. Dude, you can try all you want. Once again, dude, I don't need the pen, dude, but you're trying to shove it down my throat, bro. Like, dude, come on, man. Shh. You're just wasting time. Those are, I call a time waster. But if you want to waste time, do you. If you don't want to listen to me, then go ahead and try, man. That's all I got to say. Can we convince them? Come on, man. Who do you think you are? Like, you think you are like you think you are the top negotiator where you can convince people, turn them from straight to like, from a girl to a boy? Bro, you ain't going to turn from a girl to a dude and a dude to a girl. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way, bro. If you can, let me tell you this, okay? Like, I got so much stuff I want to say. If you can, I can tell you right now, that person is already on borderline of wanting to change. Like, there's no way you're going to change me from a dude to thinking I'm a girl. No way, bro. Okay? But if you can, that person is already corrupted in their mind where they're already at a point where they don't even know. Okay? Someone's like, are you smoking? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't vape. A lot of you did vaping, bro. It's just as bad as smoking, bro. You think it's better. It's just as bad. And I think it's so unattractive. Good advice. Kevin said, good advice for someone who is scared of trying. So, Kevin, let me ask you this, dude. Are you afraid to try to pick up a phone and call, or afraid that you will miss out on an opportunity to make $25,000 on that phone call? Bro, Kevin, dude, it's really simple, man. It's black or white, dude. It's really simple, dude. So I like to say, dude, focus on what's important, dude. Focus on that money. Are you afraid of someone cussing you out, hang up on you, or possibly lose out on an opportunity to make $25,000 on that phone call? Which one is it? Come on, man. So I like to say, stop being a little bee. Stop being a little bee. And let's get to the money, man. Okay? Juan said, how do you know the value of the house and how much do you want to get it for? So Juan, this is what I will cover, dude, in this training. All right? So if you want to join me tonight, okay, I want to show you how to actually wholesale real estate. Link is in my bio. YouTube family, link is in the description. Okay? Can I have 2 bands for a business? See, so this comment right here, I already know you are Gen Z or Gen D, all right? Which means you grew up, dude. It's being given to you, okay? Dude, I don't know how people can live in America and raise their kid to ask for handouts instead of asking for hands up. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, dude. Like when I was brought up, dude, my parents said, hey, whatever you want, you got to work for it. Dude, have some respect for yourself. Don't ask anybody don't ask anybody, dude. Bro, come on, man. Like, I already know, dude. I already know you're probably a Gen Z or a Gen, or whatever Gen you are. But you're probably born in America, just grew up, probably 13, 14, 15, dude. Don't even know what the real world is like. Okay, let me see here. Like, listen, we are definitely built different. Okay? We are definitely built different, man. Because I was raised up to be a different type of person. Never ask for anything. Have some self-respect for yourself and go work for what you want. Period. Dude, I never ask people for money. Never. Whatever it is I want, dude, I'll work for it. Your course was good. I just had a hard time here. I don't know what you mean, bro. Can't be a bowler without any dollar. You already know it, baby. Some of you, most of your life is like that. You're trying to be a bowler when you got no dollar. And here's what I mean. Okay, some of you out there are buying the car, but are worrying about the gas, worrying about the maintenance. You already know, dude. You're trying to be a bowler when you got no dollar. If you have to buy a car and you have to worry about the maintenance, the gas price, the inflation, dude, you already know you're not a bowler. All right? You already know you can't afford that shit. All right? but you try and impress other people thinking you're the shit. When really, dude, you're not. Okay? And then I got today on Instagram, I got someone who commented on my Instagram. This is what he said. He said, well, Khang, you taught us about, saving and live below your means, but you're out, buying $100,000 car, a $300,000 Ferrari. Like, bro, why don't you do what you preach? Well, bro, I said, get rich before you're trying to look rich, bitch. And once you are rich, you buy whatever the F you want. Like, dude, what is the money for? Like, you're not going to take it with you to the next life, bro. So until you get rich, dude, live like you're poor. Once you got the money, dude, you buy whatever you want, bro. Come on, man. Shit, bro. Unbelievable. Like some of you do, you don't understand the word that is coming out of my mouth. And I understand. I'm Asian. I have an accent, so I can understand. All right? But come on, man. Shit. Some of you do use your brain a little bit, man. Use your brain, though, a little bit, okay? Of course, once you got rich, you buy whatever the F you want, bro. Listen, dude, if you make $100,000 a month, and if you go buy a car that's worth $100,000, you still got 11 months, okay, that you can save. So why would you worry? It's the people who makes $100,000 a year and go out and buy a $100,000 car. You make $100,000 a year and you buy a car that costs your whole entire year of income. Come on, bro. Shit, bro. Some of you, dude, use a little common sense, bro. Come on, let's be real, bro. What other question you guys got in here, man? Do you have any construction employee? I have no construction. I have no construction background. I have no construction employee. All we do is we wholesale. That's all we do. We don't buy. We don't fix. We don't flip. We just wholesale. Okay, that's all we do. Okay. What other question you guys got right in here, man? How do your tax work from the business, and how do you keep track of all of these, dude? So yeah, man. I mean, listen, I have a CPA. I pay them about $15,000 or so to do my taxes. I know that might sound like a lot to some of you. I understand, but if they save you hundreds of thousands, paying them 10%, it's not a bad deal. You see, I used to go cheap on that, and it's probably one of my biggest mistakes. Cost me way more. I used to make millions, and I go to Jackson Hewitt, and she would do my taxes. And dude, it cost me, obviously, Jackson Hewitt cost me like $2,000 or so or less. But dude, I was paying a lot. I still pay a lot. And so you got to keep it organized, man. So you got to have a spreadsheet to track all your profit and loss and all your expense. Okay. I can almost guarantee right now, who on here has a college degree? Some of you are watching me right now. You're probably way smarter than me in the school side. You have a master's degree. You have a college degree. But I can tell you this, dude. You don't even know what a P&L. You don't know how to set up a profit and loss. And you don't even know what a balance sheet is. And those are the two most important things, dude, that you need when you want to go to the bank and get a loan. They don't care about your college degree. They don't care about your GED. They don't care about your PhD, or even if you know your ABC. And you think I'm kidding. I mean, I'm kidding. Like, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Like, have you ever gone to a bank? Have you? Have you ever gone to the bank and they ask you for your PhD? Your GED? Have you sat down with them and the bank said, hey, you know what, man? Do you have a PhD? How about your GED? How about a master degree? No, dude. They don't ask you for none of that bullshit. Okay? They only want to know is your P&L. You guys don't even know. Some of you have a master degree and don't even know what a P&L is. And that's why you're working for someone instead of working for yourself. Right? And a balance sheet. That's all the bank care about, man. It's what you make, your profit and loss statement, and your balance sheet. That's all they care about, dude. That's how you're going to get a loan. Okay? Dude, I walk in there, dude, and I don't even know how to spell university. Okay? I walk in there, dude, I don't even know how to spell university. And they'll be like, yep, okay, here's $1 million for you, bro. Here's $1 million for you, Mr. King Kong. And some of you will go in there, dude. bring all your degree, and then walk out, and they'll be like, sorry, sir, but you don't make enough for us to loan you. Hey, this is the real world, man. CZ said, as a high net worth banker, can confirm that this is true. Absolutely true, dude. The only person who say it's false, dude, it's someone that doesn't even know. Anybody that says it's false, dude, have never gone to the bank. That's all I gotta say, dude. You've been stuck in the textbook, okay? School. If you want to make money, going to college is probably one of the worst idea. One of the worst. It's a waste of time and waste of money. If all you want to do is make money, get rich, and become financially free, going to college is probably one of the waste time and waste of money. Because what can your professor teach you about making money? Let's just say you want to make $1 million a year, and your professor is making 70K. So you think your professor can teach you how to make $1 million when they're making 70K? If they could have made $1 million, why would they be working making 70K a year? Come on, man. Shit, bro. Dude, a lot of you, you need common sense, man. Just doctor, lawyer, etc. need college degree. Yeah, man. Listen, like I said, once again, some of you you need to listen, man. Read my lips, okay? If all you want to do is make money, then college is the worst route to go. Doctor and lawyers, they probably want to help people. Like that's maybe their passion. That's what they want to do. They love that. So yeah, you got to do what you got to do. For them, it's not about the money then. They're like, hey, I want to get a degree to become a doctor because I love saving lives and yada, yada, yada. Then do what you got to do. But I'm saying if all you care about is just making money, become financially free, become your own boss, have your own business, then college is the worst way to do it. Okay? What other questions, man? Let me see here. Hey, man, I have 16K in my saving. What should I do with it to make it grow? Alexandra. Oh, it's a she. Alexandra. Is it a she? Your profile. Okay, it is a girl. So Alexandra, it's Alexa. I'll just say Alexa. Okay, Alexa. Alexa, the first thing is, okay, you got 16,000 in your saving account. Okay, Alexa. Well, hey, Alexa, let me bring you on live. Okay, let me send you an invite, Alexa. Let me bring you on live here because I got a lot of questions for you because I don't want to just give you a broad answer like, but we need to dig deeper where you're at. Alexa, welcome to the live. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, Alexa, did I pronounce your name correctly?
It's Alexandra, but I go by Alex.
Okay, Alex. So, where are you based out of? Oh, nice. Okay, so Alex, you got $16,000 save up, right?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 21.
Okay, well, congrats. Most 21-year-old, I can tell you right now, their bank account is below sea level. Okay, so good for you. You got 16,000 save up. You're 21, and then currently, what are you currently doing right now? Oh, nice. Okay, so you do modeling, and how much you make from that a month?
Like 4,000 a month, but sometimes I do more, sometimes less. Like
Oh.
this week, 2,000 this week.
Oh, nice. Congrats. So do you want to, so that's the industry you want to go down and you want to go pro, which means.
I want to do, what's because the job I have isn't the best one.
Okay.
I do only.
You do what?
Only 10.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Well, okay. I see, Alex. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know. Okay. So you want to do real estate. Okay. So, Alex, so you want to get into wholesaling? Okay. So I guess the best thing to do, Alex, is join me tonight. Link is in my bio. I'll show you how to do wholesale. But I mean, for the 16,000, honestly, the one thing with the 16,000, Alex, is don't listen to anybody and take that and put into like some kind of a passive income. Because you're not going to turn that 16,000 into 160,000 within a year. So what you need to do is you need to take that 16K and actually put it back into your business. Whatever business you're currently doing right now. Let's say you want to go into real estate. Then you want to take that 16,000, you want to start investing into like marketing. So overall, what I'm saying is that you should take that 16K and actually put it back into reinvesting your business and growing that business instead of trying to either save it, So for you're 21, you can take a lot more risk than someone that's 41. So you want to go high risk, high return. Yeah, there you go. Which means take that 16K, pop it back into the business, and continue to grow it. Okay? Okay, Alex, I hope that helps. Yep, you're welcome. Oh, man. So, I don't even know. Okay. So, next, let's move on to the... So the thing is, like, the reason why I say that, because I'm not sure exactly which route Alex wanted to go. I don't know if she wants to go, like, go into real estate, start learning how to wholesale, or she wants to continue whatever path that she's doing. But Alex, if you're still watching, and if you're really serious about this, Alex, about going to real estate, then just check the link in my bio. I love to see you tonight on a private masterclass where I'm going to show you exactly how wholesaling is from A to Z. Okay. But if you don't like that and you rather just, hey, Khang, you know what? I think I just want to buy real estate. But with that 16,000, you shouldn't be buying real estate. What you need to do is you need to more focus on growing your business. If you want to go down to the mall, becoming a model and go professional, then maybe that's where you need to invest in. I hope that helps. Okay. Anyways, I'm out of time. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's on here. For those of you who wants to join me tonight, all right, check the link in my bio. Okay, I'm going to show you from A to Z exactly how to wholesale real estate. Okay. I also got a house. I love to make an Airbnb or rent it. Oh, there you go. So Alex, yeah, I also got a house. I love to make it an Airbnb and rent it. So you need to understand, Alex, when you do choose Airbnb, because we do have some Airbnb, when you do choose Airbnb, you also need to understand that that's also a business, right? Running the Airbnb also require you to be involved in it. If you want to turn into a long-term rental, so you don't have to worry about it, which means you won't make as much, right? But it's set. You put a renter in there, you sign a 1-year lease, and then you're done. Okay, so the long term is more hands off. The Airbnb is more of a hands on. Hope that makes sense. Anyways, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. I'll see you on the next live. For those of you who's going to join me tonight, link is in the bio. And let's go get this money. I'm out. Oh, shoot. I'm still on YouTube.